What is up, guys? Nintenjoel here once again, and it is time for another pickups episode. All kinds of crazy stuff. One of the biggest trades I've ever done before, almost on par with the one that I did with Scott Squatch before I even started doing YouTube. And yeah, just a huge trade with some awesome TurboGrafx games. I picked up NES games, I picked up some DS games. Let's see, I picked up a crappy Genesis game. But most of this stuff is pretty awesome. Starting with just some cases that I got. I'm trying to get some loose... Well, not loose. I'm trying to get cases for loose DS games in case I come across the loose versions. But yeah, I'm just picking up cases in case I find them for cheap. You never know. I might find a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky for $5 somewhere, and then I'll already have a case of manual for it. But anyways, I got these from Matt, and this one does have a manual. And yeah, cool. And then the next one, ow, I just hit my elbow. Next one is Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, and this one is complete also. And this one's also kind of dumb because I used to own this game complete in box. Why did I get rid of this? And Spirit Tracks, not really sure, but I did. So I'm on the hunt for this one loose and Spirit Tracks complete in box. This one does not have a manual, no big deal. Kirby Squeak Squad though, like never heard of this before. It looks awesome, so I'm on the hunt for this game and manual, but if you have either, let me know. Definitely be interested in that. And then one more Kirby game. This is really cool. I like the shiny cover. And also, this is just a killer-looking game. I think this is the Superstar game from Super Nintendo, just with a bunch of shit. So, Kirby Superstar Ultra, pretty badass. So, this one's got manual in it, so I am looking for this one loose. If you've got it for a decent price, or maybe, you know, looking for a trade. Okay, and then I got, not sure if I showed this in a video or not. I don't think so, but I got Professor Layton in the Diabolical Box loose first, and then I ended up getting the case for like $4 or $5. So pretty awesome. Been meaning to check out this series. I like puzzle games so far. So thank you, Matt, for the first 4 games, and then this one, thank you, eBay. And then, let's see, I did a yard sale find like, oh man, it was like probably 4 or 5 videos ago. Found a bunch of Genesis stuff and a bunch of like random stuff like PS and PS2 games. But there was a couple more games I left behind, and so I went back and checked it out. I ended up getting like maybe 4 or 5 games, but most of them are crap, and I ended up trading them. This is not to say this one's not crap, but it's interesting to get. Sword of Sodam on Genesis. This is actually one of the first games I spotted when I went to the garage sales the first time, but it was like $1, so, and it comes with a manual. So if anybody's after this, this one's up for trade. If by any chance somebody needs a Genesis game, that's not that great. Okay, and then, let's see. Next we have... Oh, I got 2 games from Kevin. I've been purchasing some of his collection as he's been letting it go. And I got 2 more games. These 2 were very good price shipped. Though this one does not have manual or the comic book that it came with. It doesn't matter. It was such a good price. Couldn't pass on it. Don't even generally like boxes, but this box is so awesome. I love the way the werewolf is tearing through it. And the box is in fairly decent shape, but Werewolf, The Last Warrior, pretty awesome side-scrolling, you know, platforming action game. It really reminds me of like the Castlevania days, or like Shatterhand, or Shadow of the Ninja, or any of those just badass side-scrolling action games. Power Blade, you know, stuff like that. It really reminds me of stuff like that. I'm surprised Werewolf's not worth more. Definitely is with comic, though. Okay, so, second game I got from Kevin. Not sure if I've played this or not, but Rampart, been after this for a while. I think it's some kind of like castle defense tactical strategy type game. But yeah, I'm not sure I've actually played this one yet. I don't think so, unless I played it really drunk and just don't remember. But Rampart seemed pretty cool. Good price once again, so thank you very much for that, Kevin. And then I was very excited to hear that there was a new game store with retro games and Legos in Albany, Oregon, which is just 1 town away from me. So, of course, the kiddo was excited about Legos, and I was, you know, semi-excited about Legos, and then I was excited about games. So we packed up the family as soon as we could, like a day or 2 later, and went to this game store / Lego store, and found out that they are severely overpriced. And I mean to the point of like being like, some things were like 20%, 25% above eBay prices. So yeah, I walked away with 1 game and just left there with a sour taste in my mouth, and felt bad for those people because their business probably isn't going to last long. Retro game stores never do around here. There literally are no retro game stores around this entire area except for that one now. There's a couple GameStops, But yeah, that's it. So there used to be, but they all closed down. There used to be Recycle Games in Corvallis, and there used to be, I can't remember what it was called, but there used to be a game store in Albany, and they had some pretty cool stuff, but yeah, they went down. So anyways, the one game that I got, unfortunately just one game, was Wizardry Proving Grounds of the Mad Overlord, and I think it was like $9 or $10, so pretty much what it's worth. So still needed that game. You know, don't really see it very often for whatever reason, even though it's not expensive. And then this one came from one of the Game Crazies, and actually I think I got more games with this, so that's probably in a future pickup episode set aside somewhere. I think maybe I got some Super Nintendo games with this, but anyways, I threw it in because it was Nintendo stuff, and I got it around the same time as this. Adventure Island 2, I traded or sold my copy not that long ago, can't remember, but this one's got a better label than mine did. Anyways, it's got some weird stuff on it, but looks like it's coming off. But anyways, Adventure Island 2, very fun platformer. I personally enjoy the second one more than I enjoy the first one, so yeah, very good pickup there. Really enjoy that game, and I just traded for that one, so pretty cool. And then, let's see, we got 2 pawn shop purchases, and they are both loose DS games, but they were very good prices, and they were both games that I already have, but excellent trade fodder. So if anybody is interested in these 2 games, I still have them. I've had them for a while, so by the time this video comes out, I should still have that and the Sword of Sodan for Genesis. But Advance Wars Dual Strike, loose, really cool tactical combat. If you like tactical RPGs, you will like Advance Wars. So yeah, if you're interested in this, give that a shot. And definitely another cool one. This one's like that, like a dungeon crawler, first-person perspective, kind of dungeon crawler RPG. Strange Journey, Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey. That's really hard to say. And yeah, very cool game, very dark theme. It's funny, I just got this complete in box not that long ago from Kevin. But there's a loose copy. That's up for trade. Got a good deal on it. Couldn't pass on it, you know, even if I already have it. So definitely cool. And proof that around here, game stores and pawn shops just don't really know what they have, because both of these go for generally like $20-25 each, especially Strange Journey, I think goes for like 25. Okay, then I made 2 eBay purchases. Let's see, one of them was pretty cheap. The other one I spent like, I want to say like $20 on, and that is Jackie Crush. Just got Alien Crush recently on TurboGrafx, and not a lot of people know about this other Crush game, but there is another Crush pinball game on Super Famicom. It's called Jackie Crush, obviously. It's sitting here in my hand, and it's about a $20-25 game generally. And yeah, it goes right along with Alien Crush and Devil's Crush, and then there's a couple other badass pinball games too that may or may not be related to Crush games, not really sure. But yeah, definitely a fun, fairly fast-paced, maybe not fast-paced pinball game, but very fun, and lots of stuff going on screen. But just like the other Crush games, it's just like the one screen. You don't really get other tables to play with, so that's kind of weird. But worth $20, I think. I think it was a pretty cool purchase. Pretty neat, and I really like the cover to it, too. So, and this came all the way from Japan. Okay, and then the next one was just a cheapo purchase. I want to say this is like 12 or $15 or something like that. So I have one TurboGrafx game that's never worked before. No matter how much I've cleaned it, I've just tried over and over before. And I actually keep it in my TurboGrafx console so that dust doesn't get in there when it's not being used. But it always bothered me that I had this game that didn't work. And so I decided to remedy the situation. I got a copy of TV Sports Hockey, and it's complete in case. And it works fine. Oh, and I have a sleeve somewhere, so I'll have to dig that out. But yeah, pretty cool. And it was a good deal because it was like $15 or $12. But the thing is, it came with another game, which is badass, because this was already like almost normal price. But I got another sports game kind of thrown in, and a weird surprise with it. Not with it, but part of it. Here's the story. So I show my buddy that I'm going to get TV Sports Hockey and TV Sports Football. I show him the eBay ad, and he's like, cool, because we always show each other what we're getting. TurboGrafx. He's one of my few TurboGrafx buddies, and now I have the hiccups. Awesome. Right when I'm telling a story. So I decided to get both of these. I made him an offer. He took it. It was fairly cheap. So I show Phobia this link, and he's like, dude, did you read the description? And I'm like, no, crap, did I miss something? He's like, yeah, go read it. And I'm just like, god damn it. So I get in there, read the description, and at the very bottom, it's like, for some reason, TV Sports Football does not have its original back. And I'm like, crap, it says Instead, it has, for some reason, the back of Ninja Spirit. And I'm just like, whoa, wait, what? Like, I need that. That's really crazy. I happen to have Ninja Spirit, one of the first games I ever got, and it's never had its back. It's always just been the manual and the actual hue card. And so I've always wanted to get the back, and mysteriously I got it. And I didn't even realize it when I made the bid. So that was really cool. Yes, I do need the back for TV Sports Football, but who cares? Not that big of a deal at all. But really cool to complete that, and there's more to this story, so stay tuned. So anyways, that was a cool purchase. Alright, so the last thing that I got is this giant trade. It's not the last thing, there's like 7 things here. Big ass trade. Definitely one of the biggest trades I've ever done, especially through the mail. Top 2. Can't remember how much me and Scott Squatch's trade was worth, but it was worth quite a bit. This one's worth quite a bit also. Maybe about the same amount, maybe a little lower. But a little nerve-wracking sending packages that expensive through the mail, so that was a little, little nerve-wracking. But I got some cool stuff. First of all, this first game was just kind of thrown in. He just needed like $20 to kind of even out our total. Games that he got, this will give you an example of how expensive this trade is. He got my Ninja Warriors on SNES. He got Nosferatu, Gun Force, and StarCraft 64. Possibly one more game. Can't really remember, but anyways, you can do the math on my stuff, how much it's worth. But if you want, I don't really care. It was over $300. But first of all, this was just to kind of even it out. This does have a break in the bottom, but Monster in My Pocket. Yeah, very suggestive title, I might add. But anyways, it's got a break right here. If you can see, like, the edge is all jagged and stuff, which sucks, which is why he gave it away so cheap. But still, pretty cool to get. Been after that game for a long time. Not really sure if I'm going to keep it with that break in it. If you're interested and you have trade fodder, or if you maybe want to purchase it cheap, let me know. You never know. Okay, and then the rest of this stuff is TurboGrafx stuff, which is crazy. Can't believe he had all this extra. He has a huge TurboGrafx collection. I thought my collection was big, but his is just ridiculous. Mine's not even big. It's decent. I have a decent TurboGrafx collection. His is fairly large. But he had a lot of extras, and one of them was a pretty badass game. Never played it before. Tiger Road. And this one's known for its difficulty. It's a side-scrolling, like, adventure platformer, you know what I mean? But it's pretty cool. If you upgrade your weapons enough, you can, like, throw tigers. But I haven't gotten that far in the game. Phobia has, and he actually did it, so it's pretty cool. He posted a picture of it. But Tiger Road, it is complete in case. Really cool. It's in decent shape, so hell yeah, actually it's in great shape. So that's pretty badass. And then, okay, so here's the second part of the Ninja Spirit story. So I completed that Ninja Spirit, but at the same time I was doing this trade and didn't really know about that back. I don't think I knew about that back, or it was like already on the way. Can't remember, but in his pile of trade stuff was something that I always wanted, a complete in case Ninja Spirit. I mean, I don't care if it's complete in box, but complete in case, yes. So, yeah, I ended up with a complete in case copy. This one's in better shape than my old one, and I ended up selling my old one to my buddy Jesse, and it's his first TurboGrafx game ever. He doesn't even have a console yet, but how exciting to get like one of the best games on TurboGrafx as your first game. That's pretty awesome. And in my opinion, let me know in the comments below. This is my opinion on this subject. What is your favorite ninja game? This is my favorite ninja game. No joke, Ninja Spirit is amazing with the copies of yourself that you get and being able to choose from 4 different weapons and how high you can jump and just everything about it. The graphics, the speed, it's incredible. It's incredible. Even the music, just everything about Ninja Spirit's great. It's one of my favorite games for sure. So that was pretty cool. So, 4 games left. These ones are all loose, so they're definitely all good ones. Okay, no, I lied. The first one's not a good one, but the other 3 are very good. This first one, though, sucks. One of the few TurboGrafx games I've gotten that I do not enjoy. This one's Falcon, and it's one of those like flight sim, like you're in a jet with weapons kind of games. You know, first-person perspective. Controls are wonky. The graphics suck. It just doesn't lend itself very well to the system at all. But, you know, it was kind of thrown in basically. This was just like something I needed, and you know, I'm after all TurboGrafx games I can get, and I had to try it. I mean, who knows? I didn't know if I was going to like it or not, and no, I don't. One of the few I don't like. I actually like most TurboGrafx games, which is why I'm such a freak for it. This one's cool because I got the case and manual, although the manual's pretty destroyed, but at least I got the case also so I could display it with my other TurboGrafx games. But I got the case and manual recently for Sinistron, and now I have it loose, so there we go. I have a complete in case, though beat-up manual version of Sinistron, which is a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, which is very fun. Your ship opens up and can repel fire and change your weapons, and it's pretty awesome. I don't really like side-scrollers as much as overheads, but on TurboGrafx, I like both. It's crazy. I just love TurboGrafx. I love how there's barely any slowdown, if any, on these games, and they're very fast-paced for the most part, and yeah, they're just great games, so pretty awesome. And then definitely a game I was after, and oddly enough, just about the same time I was working this trade, I was trying to get the case and manual for this game, and I did. I think that was my last pickup, and that was Devil's Crush. Got the case manual from Jake, and here we go. From Steve, I got Devil's Crush, and it's a pretty badass pinball game. So now I have Jackie Crush, got Alien Crush, I think last pickup video, or maybe the pickup before, I can't remember, and now Devil's Crush, and I have the case manual for this one, so this is amazing, so amazing. And out of the three, which one is the best? Short answer, Devil's Crush. Okay, so, I like the way the screen flows smoothly, and it's faster paced. It's just a really, really good game. My favorite pinball game, and I don't really like pinball games, so that says something for sure. Okay, last game. Gotta be a crazy one if it's loose. It's gotta be crazy if it's, after Devil's Crush. It's gotta be a good one. And, man, this is such a good game. You have no idea. I just heard my girlfriend cough and just realized it. Dang it, honey. Alright, so anyways, at least it wasn't a cat interrupting the video for once. For once, you guys did not get a cat ass. So, I can't believe I got this. This is an expensive game. I mean, it's just loose, but even so, expensive as shit. Really fun. I'm not sure if it's worth the amount that you would have to pay in order to get this, with money. I traded some great games, but if you were going to get this with money, it's super expensive, but it's very fun. Very, very fun. Soldier Blade. This is part of the Soldier series, like Star Soldier, or another one on TurboGrafx that I have, Superstar Soldier, or like Final Soldier. It's one of those games. This one's the best one I played, I think. Definitely. It's nicely paced. It's not too fucking hard. Definitely doesn't hold your hand, but it's got good pacing and awesome weapons and upgrades and stuff. And it's just a great overhead shoot 'em up, and exactly what I expect and love from the TurboGrafx. This is TurboGrafx games in a nutshell. Yes, expensive as shit. Hard as hell to get. You might have to sacrifice a little piece of your soul to get one, but at the same time, it's worth it because they're just so original and different from other things that were put out. So, if you want to play Soldier Blade or Superstar Soldier, you basically have to get a TurboGrafx. Or a PC Engine. Do it a little bit cheaper. Why the hell not? I don't have a PC Engine or anything that can play that yet, but that's a goal of mine, so I could start collecting some of the Japanese titles we never got, and so I don't have to get games like this that are just ridiculously expensive. Though there are expensive PC Engine games as well, so whatever. You just can't win. But anyways, that's it. There's my crazy trade. TurboGrafx madness. Oh my god! Nintendo games and DS games aplenty. Ooh, and a crappy Genesis game that's up for trade. So, badass. Get yourself a copy of Jackie Crush if you like imports. This is a crazy one. I really like this one. Get it before the price skyrockets. People figure it out. But, yeah. Super fun. Leave a comment below. Give me a thumbs up if you liked. Subscribe if you want to see more. Be sure to hit that bell notification because you want to be notified when I have new stuff out. So that would be rad. And definitely have more episodes coming. So stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching. And keep rocking the retro games.